Shou.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new SHIRO show that's totally not 40 minutes late.
Yeah, hi everybody. Thanks for sticking with us.
Welcome to the show that never ends, and would end. Man, it's been a day and a half, Dan. It's been a day and a half, but we're here doing a nice SHIRO show on a mildly cold August winter night.
August winter night. October.
Fall night, spooky night.
Yeah, an autumnal night. Yeah, it's a little chilly here too. It got to a high of like 64, 65 here today, so not too bad, but it was chilly in the morning.
About 78 here, so it's a lot better than a couple weeks ago when it was 100.
Chilly for Phoenix.
Chilly Phoenix, if you will. Apparently I'm
so,
AI. Let me try to eat a hot. If I eat something, I think that proves I'm not AI.
Yeah, I don't think you're AI.
Yeah, I can eat the water bottle, so I'm not like doing a thing.
Not like eating spaghetti badly.
Yeah, if I was AI, I'd probably have it replaced by someone cool like Tupac. Tupac would be doing the show.
Yeah. Well, anyway, hi everybody. How are y'all doing on this Friday? Thanks for joining us. We had a lot of chatting as we were waiting, so I don't know how many people are still around from chat, but I know we had some comments from Now Loading Pod and Wiener Bob. Hello. Toast with the Most is here. Raiden is definitely here. Hello. Notorious VDP. Paru is here, and Paru is our correspondent from PRGE, which is going on this weekend. He's telling us about what's going on there. So that's cool.
Paru.
Yeah, Analog Black Sheep is also in chat. Good to chat with you a little bit while we were waiting for Pat to get here and start the show. Captain Hawden, hello. Hello to me and to Bunny, of course. Malenko reported on the temperature in Delaware is 61 degrees, apparently. Dark Taco, so it's a balmy 84 in California. That must be rough. Wonderful Wardy is here. Hello. And let's see, Neil Henderson also is here. So yeah, if you want to get your name shouted out in chat, arrive early or arrive early and then stick around for 40 minutes and chat with us, and then we will say hi to you. If I miss anybody, let me know in chat. Frog Bowl is here. Yeah, and Dragons of Saturn. They both came a little bit late, but still early for the show because we were late.
Been here before we started the stream.
I know. Well, he was late for like 6 o'clock or 3 o'clock for your time.
Being early?
Yeah. Eric is here too. Hi. So, and Shadow Mask, of course. So yeah. How's it going, Pat? Besides, getting here late and it being a day.
It's pretty good. I literally cannot believe what got me stuck in traffic. So for people that don't know, I put in the chat. I got stuck behind a Model T. And no, that's not a new variant of Tesla. I got stuck behind the old 1920s or 1910s Ford Model T. That is not a joke. I have pictures in the chat. Apparently, Shadow was saying it's somewhere from like Minnesota or something like that. I think is where he was saying it's from. Let me see where. Saginaw, Michigan.
Were you behind it and it was just like driving really slowly or what?
Yeah, I mean, I had to stop and take a picture of it because it was cool as hell.
Sure, it was cool. It was just really slow and delaying you.
Like the thing is that like we have historical like the funniest thing about though is that it had temporary tags on it. I shit you not. It had temporary tags on it, so somebody got.
That's funny.
Somebody got the car from Michigan, brought it to Arizona, and just started driving it around. It was a Model T. I've never seen one. I had never seen one in person, let alone running, but it was driving down the freeway.
Nice.
Malika said, try getting stuck behind a horse and buggy in Lancaster. I actually did do that when I was in Amish country. We did frequently get stuck behind horse and buggy. I haven't been there in like 20 years. I imagine it's still happening.
Yeah, it happened to me driving a little south in Ohio. Not even like southern Ohio. It was still technically northern Ohio, but it was south enough that there were Amish people in buggies and horses, and yeah, that was a little tough when it was like nighttime and they don't have lights on their buggies, and all of a sudden I'm coming and I'm on like a country road with no lights, and all of a sudden I'm coming up on a buggy. I had to like slam on my brakes to not hit him, and it scared the crap out of the horse, and it whinnied. I'm like, I'm sorry, at least I didn't hit anyone. Jeez, put some lights on your buggy.
Hey, I'm driving here.
Yeah, and don't be out with a horse at night. Like, what are you doing?
Horse-drawn carriage at night. I mean, Anakin did it with Padme. It was romantic, I think. I mean, I had to watch the worst movie
romance in that movie.
Yeah, I had to watch the worst movie of all time, but I mean, it was there.
Jeez.
Episode 2 sucks.
Did you get any pickups this week?
I did. I got a new pair of basketball shorts and 2 games.
Shorts, not shoes. Okay.
Unfortunately, I have to run to the other room because I had to run upstairs to get here. But why don't you do your pickups while I get my pickups real quick?
Okay, go for it.
I can hear.
Oh, I was gonna say what Pat doesn't know is that I actually have no pickups, so it's just you and me now, and we have nothing to talk about. So hi, everybody. No, you can't. But yeah, we were talking in chat about the weather, as you do when you also have nothing to talk about, and that was fun. It was a chilly day. I can't wait to see what Pat has for basketball shoes. Although I am going to have some pickups here soonish. In a couple weeks, I have some manga coming, so that'll be exciting. And no, there's not hentai, but I know y'all love it when I have weeby pickups.
I do.
So welcome back.
Alrighty, so I got my pickups. I got 3. I got 2 short. I had a shorts in the game. So right, my flex cam is broken. I got
no flex cam.
I got these cool, they're like Jordan shorts. It's like a teal and blue. It's like these really cool pair. It's got like Jordan logo on and everything. Really cool teal pair. And then I picked up 2 games. I got the Slave Zero X finally.
Okay.
And I got this game called Charon's Staircase. Got that. So fun fact about this game. So I remember I talked about in the podcast, me an article about a year ago. I tried to order it. They canceled my order. It was like in limbo for 3 months and they canceled it. So I was like, well, probably didn't need to do that. Have that then. So I found it at GameStop for $15 and I picked it up. A little pretty bargain game. So I started playing it. I noticed that I was offline on PlayStation because I haven't turned the PlayStation on in about 2 months. So I guess if you don't have it up to date, it won't let you log in. It's like, okay, that's fine. I just want to play the game and go to bed real quick.
That is true.
Fun feature. I started playing it. I got it was an incredibly hard game. The thing is that it throws you into it. You hit the start button and immediately go into the game, and I was just getting my butt kicked like left and right. I got to like level 2 or 3, and I got stuck on it because I couldn't get any health. I had to like go healthless, and at the end they just like put you through the ringer, like throwing bots, and they're just like beating your ass. So I had to replay it like 12 times. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to, maybe if I upgrade a little bit, it'll be good. I went to hit upgrade on shop. It crashed the game. On me. I was like,
good.
Okay. So then I was like, all right, you know what? I'll just let the PlayStation upgrade. I'll get the update for it. Maybe it'll be better. I went and updated it, updated PlayStation, loaded it back up. All my save progress was gone. On top of also missing all the trophies I earned. So I was like, why?
How did you lose the trophies? That makes no sense.
I don't know. I guess maybe if it crashes, it wipes the trophies. But apparently, I guess I logged in the next day and it was fine. But for some reason, I didn't have the trophies.
Wow. Okay. Modern gaming, everybody. We love it here on the SHIRO show about the Sega Saturn.
Yeah, but I started playing it again after the update, and it was a lot easier. Turned out they have a tutorial that they're supposed to play, but they don't play it.
No.
In the beginning, so it would have helped because there's a mechanic where you can actually gain health back by draining the enemies, and that kind of made the game about 30,000% easier. Like I was like one-shotting bosses, one-shotting levels that I was struggling on. Turns out that all you have to do is like get the instructions that weren't there, and that fixes it. So also they made it a little bit easier. With
manual.
Yeah, only
guess manual.
Yeah, guess what? It does come with a manual.
Oh, it does. Oh, well, you just need to read it.
It doesn't tell you about Oh yeah, it says when users will tap R1 to install Slate, where EX moves are free. Oh wow, there actually is a manual in here. Okay.
No.
Well,
I just assumed a modern game wouldn't have a manual, which is kind of usually the case, but
yeah. So
there you go. Should have just
in chat, everyone can RTFM me in the chat. Just RTFM me in the chat if you will. But yeah, that was embarrassing to know that. But yeah, I just expected it not being in there. I didn't even look.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
we got. I just assumed it didn't. So yeah, but yeah, they had a whole tutorial, so that was fun. Made the game easier. Game is a lot of fun though. Definitely would recommend playing it with an update. Make sure to update it, for the love of God. Update it before you play it, because the game has a lot of bugs. Apparently,
read the manual while it's updating.
Apparently, there's been a lot of like game-breaking bugs going on with it, so it's a really glitchy game. So if you play Slave Zero X, upgrade that bitch. My recommendation. Okay. And I'm playing this other one, Cherry and Staircase. This one's been kind of fun. It's like it's kind of like Silent Hill. It's like you go around like investigating the area a little bit, kind of like a Myst versus Silent Hill. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. It was kind of hard at first because the game is incredibly dark. I tried raising the light up, but it didn't raise up at all. Turned out that the buttons for the, how it does that highlight thing to show where to click, it wasn't showing very well on my TV. So, but once I got it, I could see it and was able to find all the keys and stuff because my TV is very dim.
Yeah, that game you're talking about that has a manual is called Slave Zero X, correct? Okay.
Slave Zero X, right there.
Ramune Rabbit was asking.
Yeah, it is based off of the game Slave Zero on the Dreamcast. It's like a sequel to it or something, or maybe a prequel. I don't really know where it lays on that, but it's fun. It will kick your ass though if you don't read the manual. So the enemies are pretty tough. It kind of feels like a fighting game, like mixed with a beat 'em up. Like it has like fighting game mechanics, like Roman cancels and stuff. It's kind of neat.
Nice.
So it's a really cool. It's like a side scroller. It kind of is like a Dreamcast side scroller. Like kind of reminds me of Strider 2. That sort of vibe where it's like 3D backgrounds and 2D assets. So very, very fun game. I've been really enjoying it so far, and now I know how to do it. So definitely recommend playing it. A lot of fun. Good. Only took a couple years, but yeah, that's it for my pickups. I don't really have much else. I did want to shout out 2 people that died that are Sega adjacent recently. We had both the creator of Dead or Alive, was it Tomonobu Itagaki?
Itagaki-san, yep.
Itagaki-san from Creed Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive series passed away, so big RIP. And then Ace Frehley of Kiss. You might be asking how he is Sega adjacent, but that is due to the game's Kiss Psycho Circus on the Dreamcast.
Amazing.
So,
good connection. We
could barely slip it in, but RIP Ace, RIP Spaceman, and RIP Itagaki-san. I am very, very saddened. Everyone in the fighting community is sad by his loss. Huge loss.
Yeah, did you read that post on Twitter from Harada?
It was very sad.
Creator. Yeah, those two are like best buds apparently, and he kept telling them he wanted to go drinking with them sometime, and they never got a chance to. So that's pretty sad to read.
I'm hoping the way that it worded, it seemed like it was a self takeout side, which kind of would be sad. The way that it's worded, it sounded like it was a take self out note. Actually, we can just say it. Why am I doing YouTube stock? We're not monetized. They said it was like it came off as like a suicide note almost. So I wasn't sure.
I don't know. Well, no. So Itagaki had like a farewell post on Facebook, but like, I mean, you might be right, but I got the impression that like he knew he was dying. He was terminal from something. I don't know. And so he like pre-wrote a message and then let one of his loved ones know to post it, because it basically said if you're reading this, then I'm gone, and you can't post that if you're alive. You're going to take yourself out. Yeah, right. So
I mean, it could be like he posted it and then. Well, I mean, it's definitely not good for us to speculate, but I'm just saying that I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't know
I got
the way
the
it came
impression
off.
that he was sick or something, and he had someone. He pre-wrote something so that someone would have like be able to post his farewell to everybody.
Okay.
Which he did like apologize for not being able to finish his last work for his fans. So that was too bad too.
I imagine they'll probably carry on and finish it off in his memory.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah,
we'll see.
I'm very saddened to all his fans and friends. And family. I'm really saddened with his loss, and both the people, both Ace and Itagaki. I know I'm a big.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say I'm the biggest Kiss fan, but yeah, I'm still was a big fan. I still respected the music they made, and I think Ace, like, there's a picture, like, I love Pantera a lot. There's a picture of the Pantera's guitarist dressed up as Ace Frehley. So like that doesn't really say much about his influence. I don't know what is. Yeah, Ace is like an influence to like everybody. Yeah, he's a big influence of guitars. He wasn't. It's funny. He wasn't the most talented guitarist, but he was the most influential of all time. Like, I think most of the people that were playing rock music in the 80s to the 2000s were all inspired by Ace in one way or another. I mean, the Kiss Army was huge. Eventually, you had to have guys. So R.I.P. both of them. But I just want to give a little R.I.P. note before the show started.
Okay. Well, do you want to get into the community section? We have a couple of things to talk about today.
Alrighty, let's community it up. Let's go on the community section.
Well, like we announced last week, we are going to be doing a new Netlink tournament, and the signups are filling up fast right now for it. It's for Worldwide Soccer 98, and we're doing like an East Coast versus West Coast thing, which is really to facilitate people being able to like figure out times to play against each other, whoever your opponent is. If you're in the same time zone or just like one time zone apart, it's a lot easier to get a time set up to play each other than if you're like 3 time zones apart or you're across an ocean or something. So we're actually at about it's pretty even. It's about like 8 people for the East and 7 or 8 people for the West. And we want to try to get to 16 for each coast for a 32-person tournament. So if you are thinking about it and you've got, the Netlink and the whole setup with the tunneler and Dream Pie or whatever, then by all means hop into the SHIRO Discord server and let us know on the community. Was the community challenge we're doing that, or no? I think it was the tournament.
Yeah, it's a tournament
channel.
Tournament channel. Yeah.
Online tournaments. Yeah, go to the online tournaments channel.
Online play, baby.
Double Dime is signing you up. Okay, we have 6 people for the West Coast, 8 people for the East Coast. So we still have 18 spots left, and looking forward to it. I signed up for the East Coast one.
I should sign up to the West Coast. The thing is, I've not been able to get my Saturn set up. It's still in pieces. I'm trying little by little to get my setup set up. So working on that. Well, we'll get the streams eventually.
Get going on it. Yeah,
I will
get going on it.
Paru said updates. He found Snatch Your Sega CD for $1,300.
Wow.
Well, definitely
PRGE.
Yep, definitely dodged the bullet on that one by getting that one early.
Yep. So here you go. You save money.
I saved the monies
by buying now instead of later. The second thing I wanted to mention for the community section here is that our companion and fellow SHIRO, Saturn Dave, designed a new T-shirt based on Daytona.
Get those shirts up.
Which is super cool. Yeah, he is not here, as he said last week that he would not be, because he is on like a camping trip with one of his kids. So
that's
he's
also
hopefully having fun in the woods.
Yeah, we also couldn't be he couldn't be pure GE for the same reason, and I wasn't able to either. Like, I don't think anybody at SHIRO's there besides Kay and Steve and Paru's there. SHIRO related. Yeah. So unfortunately we couldn't make it out this year. Honestly, a lot of people haven't either. Like, I talked to a few of my con friends and they weren't able to make it out to pure GE either. There's like 2 or 3 of them too. So I think it might be just like a light year this year. Yeah, maybe it might be a slow year. But yeah, I'm hoping next year I'll be able to get out with the boys. I know Peter didn't feel comfortable going to a PRGE again this year due to personal reasons, so he didn't want to really go from Canada. Okay. So so it's been kind of a tricky situation to get everybody out. I know Dave's been really busy. I moved like a month ago, so I am in no position to go to a con.
You're still putting stuff together, yeah.
And
your
I
house
don't think
back
anybody
together.
else really was going besides Kay. So even if I went out there, it would just be me and Kay and
Pixel
Steve,
Poppy
and that'd be it.
Productions, Haas Machine said they were focused on the NES this year anyway. Oh, we want to stay away from that then. Let them have their NES
Yeah.
fun with Pat the NES punk probably there, and
NES
who
Spunk.
knows who else. Yeah.
I'm just joking.
They
That's
can have
rude.
fun playing,
He's a nice guy.
playing their Contra and their Mario.
Yeah, no, he's a nice guy. He stopped at our booth several times in setups.
Yeah.
He's a really cool dude.
That's good. That's nice.
No-
Anyway, so yeah, as you see on
I haven't
screen,
seen
the
Ian though.
Daytona
I want to see
t-shirt.
Ian. I like Ian. Ian's really cool too.
Dave made a Daytona t-shirt. Maybe switch it to a different color on the shirt, because like the white Saturn SHIRO text kind of gets lost on the white t-shirt there.
Yeah, honestly, maybe he should have added a little
black
bezel.
looks
on
really
there.
good.
It kind of reminds me of I kind of like the thing he went through. It's like an old dirty like you know those Daytona 500 shirts, like the old 90s ones, the white ones. It's got that vibe, which I like a lot. It has like a dad vibe to it, which I am a big fan of. Honestly, I don't think it looks that great in black. I would try maybe this off-white. This off-white looks pretty. I like this off-white. This heather.
Yeah, that's not bad. The gray's not bad.
Black kind of looks off to me though. I'm looking at black and I'm not the hugest fan of it. Maybe I just like the white color. What about cream?
Yeah.
I like the cream color. The cream looks kind of nice.
Just the bad thing about this though is that there's so much green in the grass of the design there that we couldn't really like have it on stream. We'd have like a big hole in our chests if we wore it on stream.
I kind of want to. Tie-dye looks kind of cool. Get a tie-dye one, guys.
Moffus asked if there's going to be a Daytona challenge. As far as like a community challenge, probably not, because the community challenge focuses on games that are lesser appreciated games that people maybe haven't played a whole lot. And I think everybody plays Daytona. Anybody who's into the Saturn has played some Daytona.
That would be cool to do like a Daytona one eventually.
There are Daytona. There's the online Daytona. So maybe we could do like a Daytona tournament sometime. That would be cool. I'd be down for that. Yeah, the tourney. Maybe.
Yeah. I like his new name, the Momph.
Yeah.
Do you know why he calls himself Momph?
No, why?
That's a German onomatopoeia for like eating. Momph, Momph.
I didn't know that. Momph,
and it's close to his real name, which he doesn't want me to say on stream, but it's pretty close to his real name. But yeah, that's why he calls him the Momph. It was a really cool story. I like when he tells me that.
Yeah, right. To make clear. So you can go to TeePublic and go to our shop and check out this shirt or any of the other t-shirts, like the one that I'm wearing right now, which is a super cool SHIRO Show t-shirt. So yeah, and is once again on sale, their t-shirts are always on sale. And they have a bunch of other stuff too, hats and pins and stuff.
Yeah, he's saying his real name. His real name is Mamdu. I think it's a common name, anyways. But yeah, it's close to it, so that's why I call it. I love that story though. But yeah, sorry about that. I just like that story a lot. It was a fun one. But anyways, yeah, like I said, honestly, Patrick's opinion, I think you should go for the Heather one. It looks very 90s-esque. Like, I swear my dad had like 5 or 6 of these ones in this sort of Heather design with Daytona 500. I kind of legit want that just for that. So honestly, this might be another get for me. I might find another one just because I like it. It reminds me of my dad's Daytona 500 shirts. I like it.
Dave needs to stop cranking out these awesome designs because they are like irresistible. I really like this one.
Yeah, this is really cool. But yeah, like honestly, the Heather might be the option. White, I think I'm with Dan. It's a little bit too clashy. Maybe it might be better on like the actual print, but definitely cream or Heather is my shirt of choice.
I like the black personally. The blue looks nice too. Dark blue.
Dark blue works. The black, I think it looks too sleek. It looks too nice. But I could see it working. Honestly, you're kind of winning me on the black though. Let me know what you guys think in the chat.
Just gotta stare at it for a minute.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, you're right. You're right, Dan. I had to stare at it for a minute. But let me know in your chat what color do you guys think works in the shirt? My vote, I have to go Heather. Dan is black. I'm Heather or cream. I think Dan is black. Or what's the other one you said?
Give him dark blue.
Dark blue.
Yeah, show him the yellow or something, or the orange.
Ooh, yellow is. Ooh, I like it. It's bright. It's like very neon-esque.
It is bright, but it's a very Daytona color. I have to give it that.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of good options. There's a lot of good shirt options here. Like I said, I think you won't be disappointed no matter what shirt. My emphasis is black or blue. The blue does vibe. I like the blue a lot. Yeah. I think I might go Heather though. Heather looks really good.
You just got to buy like 10 copies of this T-shirt, all in different colors.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. If you get the, I could. Oh, navy Heather. How does that look like? Ooh, the navy Heather looks pretty good on that. I'm looking at the tri-blend.
You're so excited.
Oh, the vintage white. The vintage white. That one on the tri-blend looks really good too.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just having fun. I'm gonna get to the news. Sorry, I just get really excited about silly things.
We do have some Saturn news to talk about this week. We had some developments in the homebrew community and some bad developments on the official retail front.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you're sinking the stuff.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's start with.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let's start with the first article. Under the microscope, fighting illusion Shou. Or Shou? Is it Shou or Shou?
No, it's Shou. Fighting illusion Shou.
So there's a ton of games of the K1 fighting series. I think this was covered like a little bit ago on Peter's Best Of. I think this is why he went over this. But yeah, it's a 3D fighting game. You play as various kickboxers from the 90s. I think maybe we were trying to look up names for it. Weren't we last time? Oh no, that was the golfing one we looked at.
Yeah.
Didn't want to see if it was real. Yeah. Monfus, let me know. Maybe we can get some shirts going on for the European shipping. I'll order some and I'll come to Germany. I'll bring it to you personally. Let me know. We'll get that sorted.
There you go.
Anyways, back on topic. Sorry about that. Somewhat similar PlayStation game K1 Arena Fighters came out the same year. English language site suggests several cheat codes for it, but they don't seem to have any Saturn ones. What gives? I'll let you know what gives. It rhymes with it's bed bonsal in the West. That is what's up with that one.
Okay.
Dan's like, I disagree, but let's continue. Did this come out for the? I don't think this came out in English, right? I think this was in Japan only, right?
Oh, on the Saturn, correct. It's a Japan only game. I don't know about the PlayStation. Maybe it came out here on the PS1.
Yeah,
but yeah, we did not get Fighting Illusion Shou in America, unfortunately. Even though I feel like people probably would have liked this game. Like, it's pretty cool.
I mean, was it UFC was starting to get popular around that time, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
If some dude bros played some.
So, what cheat codes did Bo find in this game, lurking in the Saturn version?
So the first one, you can play as the ring girl by selecting AYCXBZL.
The title screen.
Yeah, on the title screen. And then at the fighter selection screen, use Z or X when choosing your fighter. When the bout starts, you'll see that you're playing as the ring girl. Z gives you one of them, X gives you two of them. Oh, you can play as two of them? Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, like both players can be ring girls.
Oh, that's kind of... Oh, so, I thought you meant you get to play two of them at the same time.
You know what? Maybe that is what he means. I'm not sure. That might be what he means. Yeah.
I'm seeing the picture. It looks like you play two of them.
I don't know. I should check. I haven't gotten a chance to try his codes out here, but I should because, yeah, now I'm kind of curious. But yeah, it looks like you can actually play. So they're in yellow outfits there, but you can play as them in red outfits too if you type in a different cheat code.
Yeah. Right there, AYCXBZR for you listening to it. And then Z or X when choosing your fighter. I think you could, in the same thing.
Yeah. Look at that. There's two girls. Yeah, you can play two at once. What the heck? That's so crazy.
It's awesome.
What a code.
What a code. What a code indeed.
Mm.
Why would you ever play with one? I'd play with two. Oh, this is getting... Anyways,
yeah,
anyway. Super combo. The code on some Japanese sites, but I've not seen it described in English. You can enter up, down, left, BBZ. Then during the gameplay, attack with this pattern, back, forward, LRC. If you got it right, your fighter will start flashing different colors and issue a fury of punches and kicks. So I guess that's the cheat code if you want to tee-hee your friends.
Yeah, you just insta-kill with that one. But I mean, you know what? If the game is super hard for you and you're trying to get through, just like the main arcade mode or whatever, then that would certainly help you to get through it, assuming the computer lets you get off that move. I mean, it is like a few inputs. You got to do back, forward, and then hit LRC all at once to pull it off. And it's like, I wonder like what the timing is on hitting LR and C all at the same time. Because sometimes with codes like this, you have to hit them all on like the exact same frame or it will not register. Or other times it's like you just have to get them all pressed at once eventually and it'll work. So I don't know.
Alrighty, so then there's actually one more code. There's a fourth cheat code. If you enter LABCRXYZ, the game sets the address to this
something,
if it's detected. But as far as I can tell, this doesn't have any in-game effect. He doesn't know what it does, so unless maybe one of you guys know, it might be a change. So he was disappointed there's no cheat code for unlocking the extra fighters, but here's an extra really big code to do that. And this sets the fighters limit from its default of 0B to 0D, which I just indicates you have all the fighters.
Yeah, so it's basically like there's probably like an array in the code of like all the fighters, and by default it makes it stop counting at the number of like default fighters, and it doesn't let itself see the couple of unlockable fighters that are later in the array. So he just basically uses an action replay code here to extend the length of how much of that array that the game can see, so that you can select those. Because I mean, B to D is just 2. So it's 2 slots. So it's probably just like 2 new unlockable characters. Yamato. So there you go.
There's Sam
Good
the
stuff,
Man.
Though,
I don't think I want to be caught walking outside of a pub and I see Sam the Man. He's probably gonna beat my ass.
Mm-hmm. I want to mod this game just to change his name to Dan the Man.
Dan the Man, and Photoshop yourself in. You should do that for the pose where it's like
change picture to be. Yeah,
just
that'd be
that.
good. Now I won't distribute it. It'll just be my own personal mod copy of.
You want me just to Photoshop his face over that? Like, just put your face over his faces, or do you want to do that pose?
That'd be good.
With your arms.
I could. I don't know if it would work well with the palette in the game, but it'd be fun to try.
Give you a Saturn shirt.
Yeah, there you go. I could go shirtless. That's fine. Have my pasty, flat, muscle-less chest.
Fair enough.
Bunny goes me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't usually do that. I think if I did, I think they'd probably mistake me for what's it called? Bigfoot.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think I can do that on stream. They might yell at me.
No, I'm not going to do it on stream, certainly. Like I said, my own personal mod of K1 Fighting Illusion show. Anyway, moving on, our next story was written by our buddy Gregory Rasputin, our fellow Shiro member, and it is that there is a new beta version of the 240p test suite for the Saturn, which is awesome. And this new beta adds a couple of new tests for audio and the controller.
Nice, that's pretty good. This is for people that don't know, this is a great software. It's usually used to test and calibrate PVMs and CRTs.
Yeah.
But it's also really good nowadays if you want to calibrate like your TVs, because some of the TVs don't display color very well or very good. And of course, lag testing is the biggest one with this one.
Yeah,
so that's a big one.
So yeah, Hitomi 2500 is the person who ported the 240p test suite to the Saturn.
Also working on the Tokyo Memorial fan translation.
Correct. And so Hitomi said another beta for 240p suite, audio tests added, controller tests expanded to support multi-tap, 3D pad, keyboard, mouse, wheel, and some compatible Mega Drive peripherals. So that's cool. Controller test is still unstable and not fully tested because apparently every emulator out there has its quirks in multi-tap support, and my peripheral collection is rather limited. So Hitomi is doing their best to add the support, and I guess was trying to use emulators to some extent. So yeah, this is version 0.3 beta 8. We have a link to download it. It's, I think, currently just hosted on the Sega Extreme Discord server, so you're going to have to pop in there to download it. And it's a zip file that includes both QISO files and SS files. So it's got a little variety in there for you. Of course, the Saturn version of the 240p test suite was originally an entry in the Sega Extreme 29th anniversary game competition back in early 2024. So,
Yeah, we did cover it.
Hitomi's been...
Yeah, we did cover it. It is a very useful tool. I love it a lot, especially on Saturn. It's been ported to a bunch of other consoles, but I think Saturn has really been one that he hasn't hit because I think a quote or Artemio or Bina, they said that the reason why they didn't want to do that is because they'd have to use the Sega libraries and they weren't comfortable using that. So that's one of the big reasons they haven't ported to Saturn.
Okay. So Hitomi decided to just go ahead and do it anyway. So as far as the audio tests that have been added, includes sound and audio sync tools. The hardware tests allow the user to test peripheral inputs and see system information. And the express peripheral test, aka the controller test, now works with the S-Bomb, the like Hudson Saturn Bomberman version of the multi-tap, as well as the official Sega 6-player one. And the 3D control pad, the shuttle mouse, the keyboard, and the wheel, as I said earlier. So yeah, good stuff.
A Pixel Poppy Production said, "Doesn't this use y'all that has no Sega code in it?" Pixel, I was just talking about that's the reason why the Artemio didn't want to do it in the first place. Not Hitomi. I think at the time he was looking into it. I think he was looking at the Sega libraries were really required to it, and he didn't feel comfortable doing that.
Probably just to get graphics on the screen or something.
Yeah, he just wasn't very comfortable programming at the time. So this was before I think y'all was pretty big.
Yeah, is that what Hitomi used here? Did he use Yoel to make this? Because of course Yoel would not use the Sega graphics library.
Yeah, I believe that's what he used because that's Pixel said he did. So
yeah,
and he probably would know a little bit on that one. But yeah, this is a very useful test suite. Somebody mentioned there's a lot of video modes. That's really good for testing those out as well, and even debugging the Saturn. I know there's a lot of issues with Saturns nowadays that are popping up, so this is really good for debugging those and verifying issues.
I see. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but we have someone in chat who said they're doing a video about video highlight, but in Russian. So that's cool.
Add some English subtitles to it. I'll watch it.
Yeah, the Russian Saturn community is getting some new video content. It's good to see. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't know Cyrillic.
Yeah, sorry about that. You could write that out in English text. I'll gladly say your name on the show. I just cannot pronounce that. I'm sorry. I took German in high school. Wrong European language. But yeah, since its debut in 2011, the 240p test suite was initially developed by Artemio Urbina, who's become an invaluable piece of the retro gaming community that's worked on several ports of the 240p test suite. Kim Bilek, it looks like that. Bilek is his name.
Okay, Kim Bilek.
Hello. Shouts out. Go watch Kim Bilek's YouTube video. Welcome to the show. But yeah, definitely check out Artemio Urbina's 240p test suite, and definitely this one. There's I think it's on HIO is several versions of it. So there's several ports on it. So there's SNES, Dreamcast, Wii, GameCube, Sega CD and Mega Drive, PC Engine, Neo Geo, and then the 32X.
Yeah, they still don't host the Saturn version here, I guess, because he didn't do it himself. But yeah, that's fine.
I would have Hitomi reach out once he's ready. Maybe it's like once it's ready, he'll reach out to
it is still in beta. So Hitomi's still working on it. That's probably why.
And I know Artemio. He would not say no. I guarantee. And I think Bob even asked about it. So I guarantee you that as soon as that's ready and he gives it to him, he'll put it on the site or releases. I think Artemio would have no problem hosting on the site.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, the only hold up, like I said before, was the issue with the Sega libraries. But now that that's sorted, I think he'll be more than comfortable.
Nice.
All right, what is next on Time Bokan?
Yeah, hashtag Best of Saturn from Peter Malik. Go for it, Pit.
Sweet. So actually, this is one of my favorite games. Actually, so yes, Time Bokan. I think I remember Peter told me that he was covering this. This is a late 1997 complete version of a 1996 PS1 release. It's Banpresto's Time Bokan is a colorful vertical cute 'em up. I wouldn't. Was it? I don't know if I'd label it cute 'em up. I guess kind of. It's like an anime, I guess. But
Anime
anyways,
aesthetic.
yeah, it's like an anime shoot 'em up. I wouldn't say cute 'em up, but maybe I guess.
I guess it's got bright colors, kind of lighthearted.
Yeah, but
Makes it
I
a
wouldn't
cute 'em up.
consider Game Tengoku a cute 'em up though. Would you consider Game Tengoku?
No, I don't think so. And I guess that is colorful too, and has
Yeah, so
anime
I wouldn't
characters.
consider it cute 'em up, but we'll
Okay.
just call it a shoot 'em up. So cute shoot 'em up, featuring vehicles from the Bokan series, which is a famous Japanese property. It was like the Bokan was it the Tatsunaki? What's it? The
Tatsunoko.
Totsunoko series. So it's the
Tatsunoko. Yeah.
Tatsunoko vein. I know this is from that. Yeah,
Okay.
so excellent anime, FMVs, catchy music, sweet cartoon visuals, even a 2-player mode. This game is a winner, and I definitely would agree. This is definitely, honestly, this is probably definitely best of Saturn Silver.
Oh wow. Well,
Lots
he
of
didn't give it
power-ups.
that, but
Yeah, very very arcadey in the best way. I definitely recommend playing it. I don't think there's an arcade version of it, but this game is a ton of fun. This is one of the first import games I played on the Saturn. My friend brought over a stack of import games, and we threw it on the TV. And we played this and a bunch of this game, Game Tengoku. Very cute shoot 'em ups. I really like this game. It's one of the games I want to get physically. I do not have it physical yet. I do really want it physical though, but I have not been able to find it.
I have
Usually,
not played Time Bokan, but it sounds like I would enjoy it. So I should
It's really
definitely check this out.
high rec for me, 10 out of 10 game. Definitely
Okay.
best of Saturn Silver, maybe 9 or 8, but very fun. I would recommend it. It's like you like drive around in tanks and stuff. It's really neat. Go
Cool,
play it.
cool. I haven't watched the anime or anything either, so would there be like references that I don't understand?
I don't know if it's an anime specifically or if it's like based off a Tatsunoko property, but somebody that would know. I'm not a big Tatsunoko guy. That's another genre I'm not really well versed in. But if anybody knows, let me know in the chat. I'd love to hear about your experience playing this game or the Tatsunoko series. The only thing I've ever played is Street Fighter versus Tatsunoko, or no, Tatsunoko versus Capcom. I think that's the name of it was.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Ramune Rabbit is, I guess, confused that we don't think that Game Tengoku is a cute 'em up. I mean, it's debatable. I would not be surprised if someone did say that it's a cute 'em up. It does have some cute characters in it. So, and it's colorful. I guess it's just there isn't like a standardized definition for what makes for a cute 'em up, you know? So.
Yeah. I guess technically, if you consider Parodius a cute 'em up, then I probably would consider Time Bokan and probably Game Tengoku. If that's what we're considering for that. I usually consider cute 'em ups like something like the was it the Magical Chase is definitely a cute 'em up. I'd probably say that.
Is Cotton a cute 'em up?
Yeah, it's kind of got dark overtones though. I wouldn't say it's a cute 'em up though, but I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, because like Cotton is cute, obviously, very cute character, and it's got cute little cutscenes in between with most of the games. Like Boomerang doesn't, but Cotton 2 certainly does. But yeah, it's like the scenery you're going through and the enemies you're fighting are all very Halloween-y. You know, they're kind of spooky. So it's like, how far do we want to go with the definition of cute 'em up? I don't know. Like everybody says, Twinbee is definitely a cute 'em up.
That's definitely cute 'em up.
Yeah. But I guess Game Tengoku is I guess almost like Cotton, where it's like the characters are cute, but like the environments aren't that sugary. You know, you're going through arcade machines and stuff, which is super cool. Like I really like that, but I don't know if that makes it that still makes it count as a cute 'em up. I don't know.
Yeah, let us know in the chat what you guys think. Let me see. I want to see verdicts. Cute 'em up or not? Actually, why don't I just do this? I'm gonna do a poll.
Okay, there you go.
Game Tengoku. Time Bokan. Shoot 'em up. and we'll see. We'll see what the poll. We'll see what the people in the polls decide on.
Okay, I'm not going to vote.
See where they land.
I'll leave it up to
I
everybody
won't
else.
either. We'll see. We'll see the poll. We have it looks like it cut off the poll right now. I can only see yes. Oh, never mind. I clicked on it. It shows it. That's weird. My bad. All right. So yeah, I think moving on to our last article.
Second last.
Second to last. Oh yeah, that's right. There's one after that. Got 100% yes so far, so that's good. So this one's more of a sad one. Speaking of cute 'em up games, if you count Gunbird. But I don't know if I'd count Gunbird either. Psikyo titles are to be delisted from Steam on October 31st. So this one came as a bit of a surprise because this is a weird case where it's not all the platforms, it's only Steam. So on Wednesday, the Psikyo portal announced that an end of sale for many of their games on the Steam platform, which include Strikers 1945 1 and 2. See, I just want to get the full game. Strikers 1945 1 and 2, Strikers 1999, Gunbird 1 and 2, Barrich, Sengoku Ace, Sengoku Blade, Sengoku Cannon, Soul Divide, Dragon Blaze, and Zero Gunner. So this one is a bit of a weird one. Oh, that was the wrong download. This one's a bit of a weird one and very perplexing. So the reason why we talked about it is that
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it just randomly just popped up. There's no like unexpected sort of predictions for this.
Announced this a couple of days ago.
Yeah, so this is a big one. I kind of want to bring this up because I feel that people will need to. I want to let people know so they can buy it on Steam before it goes out. So so this is going to affect Strikers 1945 1, 2, and Gunbird and Sengoku Blade, which were on Sega Saturn. And it's also removing Gunbird 2 and Zero Gunner 2, which appeared on Dreamcast. So the good news is that
that's a connection for all of you.
Exactly, that's why we're talking about it, because people really like these games and don't want to pay the copious amounts of money to play each and every one of them, because I know all those titles on there are hell of expensive. Particularly Zero Gunner 2 is very, very pricey. Very, very pricey, like in the $300 level. So, and I think Sengoku Blade is also pretty expensive on top of that. So yeah, just need to let people know on that. So so the good news that anybody that's very video gamey. I love the chat. So anyone that buys the games before they're delisted should be able to re-download and continue playing them past it. So they're not gonna rip it out of your library. So if you buy it, you can play it right now and play it in the future. I believe you can also re-download it in case, like, say you want to download it 20 years in the future. I think you should be okay. So the other digital platforms, weirdly enough, such as the Nintendo eShop, PlayStation Store, and Microsoft Store, will continue to sell them digitally. But for some reason, Steam is removing it. So, you said that there is that you might have an idea of why they might be doing this, Dan?
Yeah. So, there's the official line from the publisher of these games on Steam, City Connection, is that a license agreement expired. But while we don't have the exact details of that license agreement, this may have something to do with City Connection selling Zero Div, which is the successor studio of Psikyo. They may have like the rights to the Psikyo games. I believe like a former Psikyo developer started Zero Div. So City Connection owns Zero Div, and they sold them to another company named Edia in February this year. So, maybe this Edia company wants to take over publishing. Maybe they want to do something different and put out like a compilation of these games, and set their own price for it and be making money off of that. Who knows? And, even though they've only announced this for Steam right now, and they have not mentioned taking these games off of the Switch or the PlayStation or Microsoft stores, the case may be that they'll still leave those stores at some point. Right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of stumbling on my words, but like the possibility is still open that they will remove them eventually. Like it may just be they're going to be on there till the end of this year because of some kind of agreement they signed with the console holders. and then they'll be gone after December 31st. Who knows? It's speculation, but if it's leaving one platform, I would not be surprised to see it leave all the other platforms as well.
Yeah, it might be just a license timing thing. Like maybe Steam, they can remove it immediately, but they have to give Microsoft like a 6-month heads up or something.
Yeah,
So the good news is that if you still want to play it on PC, if you buy it on the Microsoft Store, I was going through them. It looks like all of them are playable. Like the digital ones are still playable on PC. You just have to use the Microsoft launcher through that. So if you still want to play it on PC and you missed out on the Steam releases, you can buy it that way. You can also, if you're really concerned about these titles being removed from other platforms, you can buy it on the Psikyo collections. It looks like they're still available on at least Play Asia and probably other sites. They don't seem that expensive either. Like they're usually like 20 to 50.
That Canadian retailer VGP sells some of these, or I've seen them sell them before. So
yeah, so as the making of this podcast, it's fairly cheap right now. It's nothing over like $100 at least. So you should be okay with that if you want to buy them. I'd recommend that if you like it. I know, honestly, I've heard a lot of people not been a big fan of the CD Connections lag stuff, but I know Dan said it's not too bad if you want to just play casually and just enjoy the titles.
I mean, that was with their Saturn emulator specifically, and it was particularly bad on games that already had lag to begin with on the Saturn, like Guardian Force. So these games here, I read someone saying that these are basically like the PS2 versions that they ported to various platforms. So I don't think that they necessarily suffer from a bunch of lag. They don't have a lot of features to them either. They're little bare bones, but they should run fine as far as I know. Switch versions have a bit of lag, Ramune Rabbit says. Is that the case even with these Psikyo games? It's not just the Saturn tribute ones? I don't know.
It's a bit of a bummer. But yeah, I think if you guys really want to like play them and not obviously you probably want to play them on Saturn. It's a lot easier to play them now, but some of the other ones might be a little bit harder to play. I don't know if Strikers 3 was on any platform that's easy to access, but you said they're all PS2 versions. Maybe it might be easier to get them on the PS2.
Yeah, they must have ported them at some point to the PS2, and then they kind of used that as a base. That was just something I was reading on Blue Sky. People were talking about this news. So I don't know a whole lot about the origins of these ports.
Yeah, but if you guys want to get some Psikyo games digitally, you got until October 31st, or just pick up put them on. That's if you want on Steam. If you're on Steam, probably download them before October 31st. Probably the recommendation.
I hope they put them on sale before then, because they're all full price right now, and like they have gone on sale often over the years for like 50% off, and I'd always kind of like had some of them on my wish list and hoped that they would go a little more than 50% off, and it's like they never really have. And now it's like, well, now they're just full price and about to leave. So either that, or I hope that they do come back in like a pretty good affordable collection from Edia. We'll have to see. Either way, you can play them on Saturn.
Yeah, or get a Saturn ODE, or buy them on Saturn for a couple $100. Whatever one tickles your fancy more. I'd probably lean more towards the ODE, but that's just my personal opinion. Alrighty, so let me talk to me about the wonderful serial link cable support to JoEngine.
Yeah, this is our last story of the day, and this was another neat one out of the homebrew community. Slinga added support for the serial link cable to JoEngine. JoEngine, the software development kit, one of the several that we have now in the community. Slinga has experience in the JoEngine, having made the save game copier that has helped a lot of people. I know I've used it a ton, and he made that in JoEngine. So he's in an effort to like keep poking around with new ways to move save files off and on the Saturn. He was looking at the serial port on the back of the Saturn that's used for the Tizen cable, the link cable that about half a dozen Saturn games in Japan use. The cable is only sold in Japan. And so he's looking at that and trying to figure out its protocols and how to actually use it to send data between Saturns and between the Saturn and a PC running a Saturn emulator. And after a few weeks of work, he figured it out. He got some help from the Sega Extreme Discord server community. Namely, let me find their names real quick. Night of Dragon, Ray, Purist, and Antime. He specifically shouted out. Yeah. Sling had talked to me a little bit over Discord PM, and he said that Antime wrote some code a long time ago, which really helped him to understand what he needed to do. And Night of Dragon actually made a custom cable for Slinga, where one end of it was a USB to stick into the PC's USB port, and the other end of it was a serial cable that can go into the back of a Saturn, so he can have those two talk to each other. So yeah, I mean, under normal circumstances, people are not going to be able to hook their Saturns up to the PC through the serial port unless they figure out how to make one of these cables themselves. But maybe that design will end up getting maybe it'll end up getting kind of perfected, and the design will be put out there, and maybe somebody will make them and sell them, or you'll be able to make it yourself. But either way, this does definitely work with the Tyson cable. And what does this all mean? It means that we could be seeing some homebrew games in the future that have Tyson cable support.
Or there's another option. We could get Tyson cable online play through the tunnel.
Maybe. I think that they've looked into that, and it's tough. I didn't put this in the story, but I think they looked into trying to do some kind of online play through the serial cable, and the serial port is looking for synchronous online play, so it needs stuff to be happening on a certain clock signal, if I'm understanding it correctly. While with the modem, it's not expecting things to be as snappy. It understands that it's asynchronous, so it understands that data could be getting lost in translation. The packets could be lost a little bit, so it might have to wait a little bit to get the data it's looking for, and then it will match things up. The serial link port is not quite so forgiving. So I don't know if we're going to get online with that like we can do right now with the Dreamcast, with the Dreamcast tunneler. But at the very least, you could maybe do some LAN play with it, and we can now get some LAN play going with homebrew games, which would be awesome. And that also is relevant to Slinga's interests, and he wasn't totally going out and saying this up front, but Purist, while they were discussing all of this on the Sega Extreme Discord server, Purist asked, "Hey, so are you going to use this to get a 24-player game going for the game jam for the game competition?" And Slinga just responded to that with a grinning emote.
Oh my gosh, that's nuts! You think 16 is crazy?
Right. Well, yeah. So normally, you put 2 multi-taps on your Saturn, and you can get 12 players going at once, right? And so if you have 2 Saturns, each with multi-taps, you could get 24 players going through a link cable. That would be nuts. Insane. I don't know what the screen would look like for that.
That sounds like a new project for PRGE.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I was saying. That would at least be awesome for conventions, just to show it off. Hey, you just gather everybody around and just have a gigantic, just kill fest with 2 Saturns and 24 people.
It should be something maybe a platform, maybe it'd be nuts if it'd be a Mario Brothers game, the arcade Mario Brothers. That'd be really cool with the 32 players. Or sorry, 24 players.
24. Yeah, 24. I think would be the max we could do for that.
24 players Bomberman game. Holy crap. If that actually would be cooler, 24-man Bomberman-esque game, that would be crazy.
That would. Looks like the poll has ended, and we've got 79% of people say yes, Game Tengoku, Time Bokan, and Cotton are cute 'em ups. 21% said no. We got 14 votes. Thanks, everybody. I actually had to vote in that because it would not let me see the results until I voted. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll throw my vote in. I said no. It looks like I was one of the couple of people who said no. That was my take on screen, so I had to go with it.
Good to hear opinions on that. I think I don't know. I think I might lean towards maybe it is a cute 'em up.
Analog Black Sheep says Saturn MMO with link cables and multi-taps. But I mean, you can't like divide a screen 12 ways, so each player can have their little like view. Like that would be like, unless it's like a top-down view and you're just moving your little character around a town. I don't know. It's hard to envision, but it would be interesting to see what people come up with. I hope that people use this to make something for link cables. That would be awesome.
I'm excited. This is really awesome, especially the fact that it's another way to back up your saves.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is if you do make one of these like serial USB cables and hook it up to your computer, yeah, maybe you'll be able to use that to back up your saves as well. I think you probably have to make the save game copier work with the serial link cable. I don't think that functionality has been added to that program yet, but I'm sure Sling is going to work on it. If Slinga watches and I'm wrong on that, then by all means correct me after the show. But I imagine he's probably got to work on that now. And he did also do these investigations to try to figure out how to emulate the Saturn floppy disk drive. But Slinga said, emulating the Saturn floppy disk drive seems like a no-go as it requires a clocked signal. I have no clue how to do that on PC. The idea would be you run a program on your PC and any software that supports the Saturn floppy disk drive would just work. So I think that was kind of his idea of, hook the Saturn into your PC and trick the Saturn into thinking it's actually hooked up to the floppy disk drive, which I believe does connect to the serial cable. And then move your saves over that way, but I guess he has not been able to figure that out yet. So maybe one day, who knows?
That's still really cool though. That it's another option to transfer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
48-player Disasteroids, Dragon Saturn said, yeah, that would be
my
insane.
God.
Or Balloonatics.
Oh, Balloonatics would be fun.
Yeah, because Sling has done some of these crazy multiplayer games. He's part of the Sega Saturn multiplayer task force, so I would not put it past him to try to do something like that.
Go. Alrighty. Anything else before we close out the show?
No, I think that's what we've got in the world of the Sega Saturn this week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let's thank our Patreon members.
Alrighty.
Supporters.
Get our Patreon music rolling, even though I'm bad at these music tracks. I need to release videos for them. So anyways, want to thank Emerald Nova, Johannes Fetz, Paul Blort, who is in the chat right now, our correspondent Pure GE, as Paru, A Murder of Crows, Sega Steve, Young Money Sui, Momphis, Shadow Mask, Derek Pescarella, aka A-Team, Fat Trunk Friend Otaku, Rowan Dinked, Nutrageous, Robert Ramsey, Normal Guy, Cerillion, or I think in the chat it's what they changed their name to, Ramu Rabbit. So Jim Clasher Rank, Stone Man, Derek Fredrickson, Chris Piper, Linewing Publishing, Evil 42, and Anastasia Beaverhausen. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that.
Okay. Did you say Young Money Sweet?
Yeah, I did. He was in the middle.
Okay, good. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you for your support.
Yeah, no, thank you. Sometimes his name disappears. I always get sad when it does. He's like, oh yeah, sorry, my payment thing failed. Let me go re-add that. Which I'm very happy about. I love saying his name, so.
Yeah. So yeah, those everybody who pledged at the $10 level, they get their name shout out at the end of every show and podcast. And we are still working on podcasts. Those are going to be coming up soonish.
Yeah, we were working on that. We got some scheduled up. We're recording one on Sunday. I'm super excited. Nice. It's going to be a fun one. That's going to be, I'm hoping to edit that. Hopefully it'll come out on maybe Wednesday or Saturday. I'll see how the editing job is on that one. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad.
It'll be early for the Patreon subscribers, correct?
If you're I believe it's a $3 Patreon subscriber, you get early access to content. So we will get that early, I think like a week or two. I think I'm going to do 2 weeks to be nice. Get that up early and then post that later on. So that'll be fun. And then we have, I think Saturn Dave, me and a couple others are doing one. We got the mainline podcast one. I need to talk to Dave about that, get that sorted out. That's something we want to do. We'll get that scheduled up. And hopefully we'll get that sorted and get out more podcasts and more entertainment for you guys. Sorry again about the delay. It's been absolute hell on earth for all of us trying to get it going. I've only been able to maintain the SHIRO show, but now I'm excited to get Editor's Quarter going. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Nice.
And I
And
got
thank you
with you,
to
Dan.
everybody who pledges any amount on Patreon. We appreciate it. Anybody who buys merch off of TeePublic from our store, or even if you can't afford to give anything, we appreciate you
Patreon.
watching and listening.
Discord,
on the
sorry, my bad.
podcast.
Discord. That sounds like
Yeah,
you can't give money, so to give us money.
We appreciate you talking in Discord and being part of the community, because that's really what SHIRO is all about, is bringing the Saturn community together to talk Saturn and have some fun with it. So thank you, everybody.
Yep, thank you guys for watching, and remember, you must play Sega Saturn.